You keep walking, but the hallway never ends. You keep walking, but the hallway never ends. Every door is locked. What if this dream is actually warning you about your real life? Have you ever had that dream? You know the one. You're in a long, seemingly endless corridor. Every door you try is locked. Every corner you turn just leads to more of the same hallway, stretching on forever. It's a common dream, and a pretty unsettling one, right? You wake up with your heart pounding, feeling trapped and confused. What on earth could a dream like that possibly mean? Well, today, we're going to walk down that corridor together, unlock some of those doors, and figure out what your subconscious is trying to tell you. So, let's start with the basics. A corridor, in dream language, often symbolizes a journey or a transition period in your life. It's the space between where you've been and where you're going. Think about it. A hallway connects different rooms, different parts of a house, or different offices in a building. It's a path from A to B. So when you dream of a corridor, your mind is often processing the path you're currently on. But what happens when that corridor becomes endless? This is where it gets interesting. An endless corridor usually points to feelings of being stuck or trapped in your waking life. You might feel like you're in a situation that has no clear end in sight. Maybe it's a job you feel you can't leave, a relationship that's going nowhere, or a personal problem you just can't seem to solve. You're moving forward, putting in the effort, but you're not getting any closer to your goal. The finish line keeps moving. That sense of futility and exhaustion you feel in the dream, it's very likely mirroring a feeling you're experiencing during the day. Let's dig a little deeper into the details of the dream, because they matter. What does the corridor look like? Is it dark and grimy with flickering lights? This could suggest that you're feeling pessimistic or fearful about your current path. The lack of light might symbolize a lack of clarity, guidance, or hope. You can't see where you're going, and it's making you anxious. On the other hand, if the corridor is brightly lit, almost sterile like in a hospital, it might represent a different kind of pressure. Perhaps you feel like you're under scrutiny, or that you're in a situation that feels impersonal and cold, stripped of all warmth and individuality. And what about the doors? All those locked doors lining the hallway are a very powerful symbol. Doors represent opportunities, new possibilities, and escape routes. When they're all locked, it's a very literal dream metaphor for feeling like you have no options. You've tried different solutions, knocked on different doors in your life, but nothing is opening up for you. This can be incredibly frustrating. It can feel like you're being denied the chance to change your circumstances, no matter how hard you try. Now, consider this twist. What if you're not just walking, but running? Running down an endless corridor amps up the anxiety. This often means you're not just stuck, you're actively trying to escape something. It could be a responsibility you're avoiding, a difficult conversation you don't want to have, or a past trauma that's catching up with you. The act of running signifies a desire to get away, but the endlessness of the corridor tells you that right now there's no escape. You're running in place, and the thing you're running from is still right there with you. Another common element is the feeling of being watched or followed. You might not see anyone, but you just have this creepy sensation that you're not alone. This can point to feelings of social pressure or judgment. Perhaps you feel that others are expecting certain things from you, and you're worried about letting them down. Or maybe it's your own inner critic, that voice in your head that's constantly judging your every move, making you feel like you're not good enough. That unseen presence is the pressure you're putting on yourself. So, how do we interpret this? The first step is to connect the dream to your real life. When you wake up from a dream like this, take a moment. Don't just shake it off. Ask yourself, Where in my life do I feel stuck? What path am I on that feels like it's leading nowhere? What opportunities feel closed off to me? Is there something I'm trying to run away from? Be honest with yourself. The dream is like a diagnostic tool, pointing out an area of your life that needs attention. Let's say you realize the dream is about your career. You've been in the same role for years. You feel uninspired and see no path for advancement. The endless corridor is your daily commute to a job that feels like a dead end. The locked doors are the other jobs you've applied for without success. This realization is the first and most important step. The dream isn't a prophecy that you'll be stuck forever. It's a wake-up call, literally, that you need to change your approach. Once you've identified the problem, what's next? The dream itself might hold clues. Did you notice anything else in the corridor? A window? Even a high one? A key on the floor that you missed? A faint sound of music coming from behind one of the doors? These small details can represent hidden opportunities or new perspectives you haven't considered. Maybe that window is a sign that you need to look for a solution from a completely different angle. Maybe that key is a new skill you need to acquire to unlock the next step in your career. The goal is to break the pattern, both in the dream and in life. To stop walking or running down that same old hallway and start looking for a different way out. This might mean making a bold move. In your career, it could mean going back to school, starting your own project, or networking in a completely new field. In a relationship, it might mean seeking counseling or deciding to have that difficult, honest conversation you've been avoiding. It's also important to address the feelings of anxiety and hopelessness that the dream brings up. Feeling trapped is mentally and emotionally exhausting. It's crucial to practice self-compassion. Acknowledge that you're in a tough spot and that it's okay to feel overwhelmed. Talk to someone you trust, a friend, a family member, or a therapist. Sharing your feelings can lift a huge weight and help you see your situation more clearly. Sometimes just saying the words, "I feel stuck," out loud can be the first step towards becoming unstuck. If these dreams are recurring and causing you significant distress, it might be a sign of underlying anxiety or depression. There is absolutely no shame in seeking professional help. A therapist can provide you with tools and strategies to manage these feelings and help you navigate the challenges in your life. Remember, your mental health is just as important as your physical health. So the next time you find yourself in that endless corridor dream, try not to panic. See it as a message from your inner self. It's your subconscious mind holding up a mirror and saying, "Hey, look at this. This part of your life isn't working for you anymore. It's time for a change." Instead of running from the feeling, lean into it. Ask yourself what needs to shift. The dream of the endless corridor isn't a sentence, it's a question. And you, in your waking life, have the power to find the answer and ultimately to find the exit. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the world of dreams. I hope this has helped you make sense of that strange and spooky corridor. If you've had this dream, I'd love to hear about your experience in the comments below.